One final game for the ESL Pro League North American Division match day number 10 here. We have one final map remaining up between compLexity and Luminosity. Map 1 was, well, quick, brief, easy for compLexity, all of those things. Now we move into Cache for map 2, which you said before the break you don't have, let's say, high hopes for.
Yeah, not really. I mean, that last map was the opposite of complex. It was fairly simple, fairly straightforward.
He plays for Navi. Bad jokes.
You say something plays for Navi?
Yeah, simple.
Oh, simple plays for Navi, yeah.
You get it? Yeah. Very funny. But,
I mean, he may as well have been on their team at that point.
Really?
Yeah, because it was too easy.
Okay.
Anyway.
Sure.
We're going on to Cache. No chance, my friend.
No chance, my friend.
But that's what I said. I mean, yeah. Predictions are useless because I was like, Rogue are going to take it against MIBR on Cache because they're good at that map and stuff, but that really doesn't matter because they get 16, whatever. I think it was like very, very one-sided.
I can't even, my pencil's in the way of seeing the score, so I
Oh,
can't even,
damn
my
pencils,
note pencil.
man.
I'm sorry. But this does mean that if they can't take this out, if Luminosity, that is, can't take out this win against compLexity, they will stay in the relegation games where they will play against the top teams of the Mountain Dew League, which probably not this season, but next season could be you. Maybe not next season either, you've got to work your way up. But hey, the Matchday League is the one below Pro League if you're not certain. The fall season of that returns very shortly. If you don't want to play in it, you can watch it. Otherwise, if you do want to play, get involved, start grinding your way up through the ranks of ESEA, and you'll make your way into the Matchday League, where, if you're in North America or Europe, I mean, even in OCE, I'm pretty sure you can have a chance to grind your way into the Pro League.
No, not in Australia.
Not in
it's a different thing.
Okay.
Separate.
Yeah, I couldn't remember how the move-ups worked. I couldn't remember what selection.
That's okay.
Whatever.
That's why I'm here.
Our Pro League's
I
a little
actually
bit
know
different,
things.
but in NA Pro League and EU Pro League, you can work your way up from MTL into Pro League. Otherwise, you can watch it and see the stars of tomorrow play in the league of today. So, moving back.
Wow.
What? I thought that was all right.
That was beautiful.
You done threw me
Little
off.
sparkles in your eyes.
Always. But moving back into things, or almost back into things, actually. You know what? I'm not going to transfer away from this because we've had other things to do here.
Yeah.
If you are a star of tomorrow playing in the League of Today, you can stream and we can watch your gameplay and see if you're good. And you can do that with an Intel processor. So you can get all of your gameplay out there. And everyone could be like, wow, he's so good. Or if it's Billy, like, wow, he's so good. You're welcome. And then we can watch your gameplay and be like, wow, you're a star in the making. Or alternatively, wow, you're not a star in the making. Here's a microphone. You look like you know things about Counter-Strike.
Yeah, and just think about it. It's fine. Just give your money to Intel and then start streaming, and eventually the money will come back to you. It's a circle of life.
Circle of life, circle of CS.
Yep.
Done. Tick.
Circle of killing others in a video game.
Whoa, hey. Hey now. Don't dream it's over, but also don't plug things like that. Betway odds are up as well, so we should also talk about those while we're ticking off things that we had to do before we get into the game.
Yeah.
Not as heavily favoured as the last one was. I think the last one was like 1 something to 3 something. This is 1.4 to 2.6, but compLexity, I feel like, should still have a pretty good time going into Cache. And a lot of that is going to be due to the fact that they're all were fragging.
Yep, and they are playing a map that they are better than their opponents on. So that will also help. Those
Sounds
are the
simple when
main
you put
two
it like
things.
that, doesn't it?
I mean, it's going to be pretty simple. Like, Luminosity didn't really show up to that last game, and even if they do show up to this game, I wouldn't back them to win it.
Yeah, compLexity, we've already seen a few games of Cache out of them. And while the one against, the ones they've played earlier in the last few days that we've seen, some of them were a little shaky, but generally it's been pretty good overall. So
Yeah.
I think especially given the fact that all of their players seem to be online and showing up and fragging right now, that we should be in for a pretty good game from them. But we'll find out. There's only one way to do that as we get ready to jump into Cache here for our last map of match day number 10.
Yeah, I mean, Cache was the map at the major where everyone was like, yeah, but what happens when compLexity, I was going to say compLexity.
What happens when compLexity play the game?
What
Stop.
happens when
Stop
compLexity
it.
play a map that's not Inferno? And then they played Cache and
They were
won
like,
on
hey,
it.
this is our Inferno now.
We can play this also, other map. That is not...
We can play this also other map. Well, hopefully compLexity will be able to play and shoot better than you can speak. Shazam going to get an easy kill. Just catching out Neckers in the knees. What a terrible way to go. Just shot like 3 times in the knees.
Nickers. It's been Nickers.
Shazam is determined to shoot everyone on the feet today.
It's working.
Lucas, so far it is.
Lucas has
definitely
foot armor
spotted out.
though, so that's going to make it a lot harder.
Can you buy foot armor on Counter-Strike? I
Steel
didn't think
caps.
so. Steel caps. Don't think those things will stop a bullet.
You reckon?
No,
I do.
I don't.
Alright.
Actually, it depends how thick the steel is, I guess.
Thick AF. Alright.
How many C's?
Let's see where this utility is going to go.
When I said C, that's the one I meant.
Android's got the bomb, and he's making his way back towards B, so probably the old ye old flashbangs into B and the smoke onto the CT, and then all of a sudden, compLexity are going to
be free of the pistol round with a 1-0 lead. I was really trying to save your rhyme there, man, and I couldn't do it.
Whenever you need, there's so many E sounds, but whenever you want to think of the rhyme, there's only one thing you can think of, and it's not broadcast appropriate. Android. He's going to do the CT smoke now.
Yeah, C smoke for tree. That's the one you meant.
Yep, that's it.
That's going to block off Henny.
Not really.
The only one actually.
It's pretty bad.
That's. I feel like that's
terrible.
not the way that smoke is meant to work, but they'll make the best of it anyway.
He was trying to use it as a one-way, Tim.
Okay. We got destroyed by Henny. The rotate's going to happen quite quickly. The bomb will go down, but all of Luminosity are already over here. Henny with that kit in the smoke as well. Lucas trying to wrap through vents with his 2 players here, and they've spotted him out. Easy for Yay. That is indeed a bit of an ouch. It's a nay for Lucas, but a yay for compLexity. Steal. Can't quite find anything just yet, but this retake, the bomb already nearly half ticked. It's going to be very difficult for Luminosity to get in here. 3 players checkers, but still players on the site. Shazam has ruined everyone somehow. 4K on the pistol round for him. Excellent play with that Glock. 1-0 for compLexity.
The wizard, the Glock. He's done wonderful work. Unfortunately, I think Lucas is going to have to get used to the sound nay, because he's going to have to get back on his horse and give this one a fair go. I don't think he's going to be able to.
Points for effort, I suppose. You did your best. And that's what counts. Full A stack from the pistols for Luminosity. compLexity, though. 1 player walking in through Squeaky. Everyone else chilling out around mid and B.
Got some flashes, but they're going to need to be flash bangers. Because otherwise, there's no chance. Def's jumping around. Boop, boop.
Oop. Better reload those 2 bullets.
Yeah.
MP5 coming over from Call of Duty, and so are the reloading habits, it seems. Is there an MP5 in Call of Duty? I don't know. I just said that because I thought it would be convenient.
There used to be.
Sure there is.
I don't know about now. I haven't played a Call of Duty since 2012, 2011.
I don't even know if the new Black Ops uses real guns. Let's see, though. The flash will come up into Highway. Def going to find that opening frag. They're running into the stack, but I'd put pretty good odds on them destroying it either way.
That's a banger.
Indeed, but there's Android with a quick answer. Ooh, big damage done with that Galil. All headshots and all onto Henny now. Not going to get too much done, and they'll be able to recover that Galil as well.
Nice. Considering there was only USPs, not the best, but still nice. Acceptable.
Well, when they ran into a stack, I feel like that's...
Only 2 lost? That's pretty
all right.
good.
That's all right, yeah.
Okay, Tim. I agree.
I'm glad.
Well,
Glad we can
Stanislav's
see
got
eye to
the Galil. Everyone else has got AKs. Henny's got the ult.
I'm going to peek mid just yet. They're well aware that the sniper rifle is a possibility. So compLexity should be pretty careful here until they can get one into the hands of Shazam.
Like very little utility for Luminosity left now. Yell's going to throw the other smoke down onto mid, I would imagine. Lucas has still got 1 at B. You can drop that middle side if they ever come B. But that's about it. Apart from that, they're going to have to do the shooting real good. So far, I have not seen them do the shooting real good.
They're going to have to do a lot of pew-pew. And they know that Yell was in vent. Has to waste a smoke on putting that Molotov out as well, so it's a decent utility exchange.
Jim, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Why bother even smoking it if you're going to fall out? Maybe I guess you want to make the T's a little bit more worried.
Well, yeah, but you could have also held onto the smoke for when they maybe hit your bomb site later.
Yeah, because you have none of those.
Yeah, you've got 1 on Lucas.
It's another classic wall of smokes across long situation we're having here.
That one's at least a little bit more understandable. Maybe if compLexity had thrown like 50 Molotovs at long, they could have put them all out with those 2 smokes, but that one was a little bit weirder. But I'm sure there's a motivation for it that I'm just not seeing, which is fine because there's a reason that I'm on this side of the server and not the side the players are on. Henny now getting involved with the AWP, locking down A main, but they've taken the time to get out past him. And they go up top. Henny missing a crucial one. Smoke will lock him out for now as well. Should just be the save here from Luminosity.
Ooh, Shazam's on the creep.
On the hunt. Henny second guess it, and he will hit that shot. Cole do have a bit of money, but they probably don't want to bleed too many guns if they can avoid it. Stan needs to go over to the truck and swap out of that AK if he can.
Guns don't bleed.
Oh, there we go. They've got extras. It's fine.
3 alive for Luminosity, so probably going to buy in the next.
Mm-hmm.
And then not buy in the following one, because compLexity, you don't see a world where they stop winning rounds. They're on form today. They're scary.
Spooky.
Halloween. No one's ever dressed up as an android. Maybe they have.
I'm sure they have. I'm sure someone's been like Data or something.
How would you dress up as a yay, though?
Just be happy. Just walk around, everyone's like, ah, it's so scary. And you're like, no, dude, really happy. Feeling the yay today.
That kind of summarizes him, though. Just happy to be here.
Just happy to be here. He certainly earned his spot as well.
True.
Great
I mean,
damage coming out
right?
early. But yes, great damage coming out early onto the Luminosity players. compLexity, as of right now, untouched.
They didn't buy. They didn't.
Bought Deagle and a P250 in armor.
Ah, true.
They bought a little bit.
Because they didn't spend it all. Doesn't mean they didn't spend it all.
Spend it all, spend at all. Is that what you're doing there? Okay. Can't tell through your ridiculous Australian accent, sorry.
Coming from the Australian himself.
With this ludicrous accent. I don't know what movie that's from, but there is one that has that joke. Okay, I just butchered it.
Well,
55 seconds left now for compLexity to make their play, but they've still held on to a bunch of utility, and Luminosity, not that they have much to start with, have not much left of their own. compLexity going to take some mid control now. Nekiz has so many players facing him full flash, but somehow unable to finish that kill.
He's going back for more. He hasn't had enough yet.
Stand left worse for wear on 4 HP, and
that's what happens.
actually thought that was the grenade somehow, but nope. Android is staying going to clean it up, and now the quick B play coming in. Henny caught out in the corner. Already the defense play. Just trying to be ready for this. Lucas is out of ammo, and so should be traded very quickly. They go up over the top, and Def to do the entry fragging. All on steel. Just a P250 in armor. Might as well run in the back and try and grab a gun if you can.
What an athletic specimen. He's just running up the ramp, killing everybody, jumping over boxes. It's like something out of a Dr. Disrespect stream.
It's like Counter-Strike hurdles.
Yeah.
How that works. Alternatively, yeah, it's a doc stream.
Do you see his ad for G Fuel?
No, I did
What?
not.
After this game's over,
Jay's
you need to
also
take
very
the time
athletic.
for that.
Okay,
Anyway,
maybe.
it's going to be a buy out of Luminosity because
Double
they
AWP straight
did
up?
try to save. Yes, double AWP, which is something that we really have not seen from them, mainly due to the fact that they constantly got their money broke because they kept losing.
And then winning 1, and then losing other 4.
Yeah, that's the killer. Usually, if you win some, it's good, but in this case, it's worse. Counter-Strike is a cruel game. You think you're doing good, but you're not.
I never think that. I'm never under that illusion. Great nade. Does
Ouch.
a lot of damage to Android and Stan. compLexity doing a slow one once again. Luminosity have the cheeky boost going on. That's a great line for Yell. There's no way anyone's pre-aiming that.
Who's on the bottom?
We were just on them and I already forget.
Steal.
Steal. Surprise. It's a steal. Mr. Steal your kill.
Mr. Full Util.
I'm
Come on, keep it
I'm
going!
I'm
No,
sorry.
Jim!
I don't know anything else. Players who do have something else though, Cole, they've got lots more utility to go with here, but this angle from Yell I think is going to be a tricky one to deal with. Most likely not going to be ready for it, and sure, it might only catch them out the once, but once could be enough to win them around. To win Luminosity around, I should say.
Speaking of util, I mean, compLexity have got a lot coming out A main here, and one Molotov onto the quad is big sad face. There it is. Oh, no. He's been stopped.
Yay with a sick return, but Steel gets another. That Molly will force him out. He's going to go straight into the corner of MBK. Nick is playing around behind Fork as well, and Steel strikes again. Bomb down now. 27 seconds to work with for the compLexity members. Shazam will get away. Stand up on boost. He's been waiting there this whole time. Takes out Lucas, but bomb down in a pretty garbo position does mean that compLexity will be prompted to save, and Luminosity, with the help of that boost and Steel, will take the first gun round for them, or their first real gun round for themselves. With 3 alive as well.
They're going to be able to get that other AWP back? That's my question. Do they even want it?
I think it's up on top. Oh,
No.
no.
He's got it.
He's
Steal.
found it.
It's under control.
So with those 3 guns saved, compLexity will be able to get a full set of utility on every single player and all the guns that they need. Double AWP still out for Luminosity, but their money still teetering on the brink. 1 loss without saving enough guns is going to be all it takes to put them back on the pistols. And they just reset their round loss bonus.
Conversely, compLexity, plenty of money to go, especially if they get a bomb plant. If they don't get a bomb plant, it might be a single save. These are some very nicely structured middle takes. But it's not going to matter because Neckers is banging you from vent.
Luminosity have put pressure on having someone in there. And
He's so crisp when he's on point, Neckers.
I'm ready for that.
You haven't seen it yet, Tim, but you're in for a treat, mate.
I'm ready. My body is prepared.
It is upright.
Correct, I am sitting. This is the appropriate position to be in. Def going to grab Yell. Shaz looking for the opening over on B. Def's actually out in the A bomb side by himself. It's not where the action is. Shazam going to give up the first kill to Henny. Yay, walks around the corner. Now we're on Def. And Seal more than ready to win that one. 4 alive for Luminosity. That's going to get the money going nice and prosperously.
Speaking of prosperously, that is the opposite of what's happening for compLexity. I mean, technically they can buy, but I'd expect a half, which is what's going to happen. They needed that bomb plant. They needed it.
They did.
That's fine, though. Loss bonus is almost half as sweet.
5 Deagles, 2 sets of util, going for the old damage.
Going for the win. Freedom.
Going for the Eagle.
Freedom and Canadians.
Freedom and Canada. I don't think that's quite how it's
and God Save
described.
the Queen.
Sure. Freedom
Just
and
a
the
little
Queen,
bit,
the
though.
new anthem.
All right.
Nah. Is that because there's only like a little bit of Canadian in this team?
No, the UK player.
Oh,
What
right.
about Def? Anyway,
True.
lots of util on the side of Luminosity. They have 4 alive in the last round, which means a lot of money across the board for them. They don't want to be dropping too many players to these Deagles. Neckers is not interested in that whatsoever. Gets 2. And that's not just the fact that he's getting the eco frags. That's the fact that he's stopping the ecoers from taking his money away.
Mm-hmm. And now it's all on to Stan. He's already been spotted around mid. This will be an easy cleanup. Now he's spotted again. Hits a tag, but there's another player here that's not going to be ready for. Really not a lot that Stan can hope to do in this situation, unfortunately for him. Way too much pressure coming in from Luminosity. They're collapsing on his position now. There's one free
Neckers,
kill.
you did so well.
They're so well not giving it away. Stan with the 1 bullet and no kill, unfortunately, for himself. Yellow cleaned that up. 4 guns up. It's pretty good for Luminosity. They'll keep their money solid. Neckers is able to rebuy. Will they go that second AWP? No. Going to go without it for now, and there is that AWP on Shaz, so now he's got the chance to have that AWP duel against Henny.
Speaking of AWPs, Henny's doing great this game. Last game, Shazam wouldn't even let him on the computer. He's like an older brother with one hand outstretched in front of him on his forehead.
No PC time for you. Mum said it's my go.
Progression smoke comes out on B main. Molotov and Flash also follow. And counter utility coming out from Henny. Including dropping the smoke in checker is really going to make compLexity thinking that someone's one-waying in there, when in reality, they're not. I'm surprised Dinosaur spamming that smoke so heavily with Def out mid, but I suppose they want to be thorough.
Making them think that Def isn't there, mate. He doesn't know.
It's the mind games.
It's the mind games.
They're in their head, except they're brushing B.
Yeah, well. Are they worried about mid?
Oh,
Great
Henny, the
entry from
timing.
Shaz. Excellent predictive work from him. And he's going to pick up Lucas as well. Shazam now starting to show up, single-handedly cracking open the B bomb site. Hill's not going to get here in time to stop this. The other two only just starting to push off of A. In fact, they still haven't. Stan just
Being careful of Heaven.
reconsidering the most open plan.
The
Yell's
most
managed to get the
open.
AWP.
That wasn't the most
The
open.
most optimal is what I wanted to say, but I didn't. You know, open, optimal. They both got similar O and Ps in them.
Mate, if you could plant on top of these pipes here, I would do it.
Would you?
No, I would die. Every time.
It's like how you used to be able to plant top silo on Nuke.
What? Oh,
In
yeah,
Nuke,
okay,
yeah.
that silo. I thought you were talking about the silo on the outside. What? No,
Big
no,
silo.
you could not.
Yeah, dude, let's make that a bomb site. That'd be so much fun. How about a KZ game mode? The teams have to get up there first, and then either plant or defuse the bomb. No guns, just knives and KZ.
No guns, only fists. 20 of your best boys and 20 of mine.
Sorry, what are we talking about?
Honestly, that's what this game kind of feels like at the moment. Both teams going blow for blow.
Which is good. We thought this one was going to be pretty one-sided for complexity, and unless they start to go on a bit of a run here, so far it's been quite even. Going to go for the double AWP here, Luminosity. They saved the one from Henny's body last round. They buy a new one here, so him and Yell will have the big green, as it's put. Shazam had a great impact with his AWP in that last round, and indeed on Dust 2 as well. Fast mid control coming out from Luminosity, though. Is that both AWPs are halfway down mid?
That's
it is.
nutty.
Oh, man.
Oh, steal.
What a prediction from
I'm
Def.
sorry. You didn't deserve it. You're such a nice guy.
I'm still so confused as to why there's two AWPs. What is this? I mean, it's going to be one heck of a bamboozle if they go out mid and there's just two AWPs no-scoping at them, but it's a lot of pressure on for Henny now. Needs to try and get away.
Is that the kind of bamboozle where you kill all the CTs and don't feel great about it?
No. No, perhaps not.
Won the round, but like, what was that?
But what was lost in humanity? What part of my soul did I lose by doing this?
Oh, speaking of losing his soul, I mean...
Well, Def just lost everything, really. So the two AWPs are still alive, so it's definitely a great chance for your Luminosity to come back into this game. Shazam lays in wait, but Yell's got this angle locked down. Needs to be a flash here for complexity. Or a B-hop across, anything. Don't just dry peek this.
Sam's the only one with a flash, so he's going to have to flash someone else on the line.
He's going to flash himself.
Yeah, himself. He's not going to, though. He's a
Let's
sport
force Yell
AWPer now.
back.
That's a real thing.
I thought you said sport AWPer for a second. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh, yep.
He's
It's
just
like
doing
how
this.
the sports cars just go faster. Yell given the first frag. Android bomb down. 20 seconds left here. Not much time. Yeah, he's going to get that entry frag, and there's too many smokes to stop Henny, or to allow Henny to deny this bomb plant. And Shazam, quick as you like, going to take all of them. Not quite. Somehow he misses that shot, and somehow Lucas converts it.
You're a madman,
so
Lucas.
So much util.
Who peeks
to
that?
work with. Lucas does. This guy. This man right here.
Oh my god. Oh, no, I could have seen that hitting.
He nearly had that.
You want to know a cool detail about that round, Tim?
Yes. Always.
Complexity. So you see how Yell turned there?
Yes.
You know how that was because of the little like grenade sound where it's hitting the walls and stuff?
Yes.
Well, that sound that he heard was actually the smoke going onto back of red. That wasn't even a flashbang coming at him. That's what he turned from. That's what got him killed. Sad days. Sorry, Yell. You could have won the round there.
It's a good thing that teams coordinate their executes so that all the grenades go at the same time. Hey,
Well,
it was
yeah.
secretly a next level fake flash the whole time.
No, I don't
New
think
meta.
so.
Fake flashes that are also part of your execute and also are smokes.
It sounds like something Big would do, not something Complexity. But Complexity is better than Big, right? Because they beat them. That's how that works. Anyway,
I like
6
big.
to 3.
They're fun to watch.
They've got another UK guy.
He's okay, I guess. This is actually pretty risky here for Yay. I can see Henny hitting this. Especially with that molly. They've seen him cross.
Ouchie.
He's going to use his smoke so that he can stay alive.
The twins are both dialed in. It's like a horror movie. They're both walking at him slowly and trying to spook him out.
And their heads are tilted just slightly too far the wrong way. That's how horror movies do it, isn't it? Android, will he check close right? Yes. Excellent work. Yell from Sandbag's going to get one, but he's also going to eat a molly, so Sandbag's more like Firebags. The preemptive smoke going to save him and let him out, but Android too sharp. 4v3 now. Steel has all the info on A.
Yeah, so the other two are on B. Time for twin power. What you got, boys? What is this setup? They're both in the pit.
They're boosted in pit. Oh my god.
That almost worked.
Android cleans them both up, but they do get a bunch of kills out of it. Android on the 4K now. Going to plant for his teammate. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like Steel wants to give him the ace. He's currently flanking behind. Unless he completely catches Def with his pants down, which he might.
Want to be the first UK guy with his pants down, that's for sure. Regular occurrence. 2v1, let's see. What was the timing?
Oh my goodness, none of them have looked at it. All right, Android, now's your chance. Steel's walked out. It is planted for Def, though, and he will get the trade.
Yikes.
Yikers, indeed.
There goes the money of Luminosity. Should only be a single save, but Complexity firmly in the lead.
They can run away with 8 rounds here, maybe even get themselves up towards 9.
That would be scandalous indeed.
Scandalous. Spooky. When will the spooky joke stop being funny? Has it already happened? We will never know.
I mean, yes, it has.
No, we will never
I
know.
thought you were about to write 7-16 on this map in your notebook. You're like, yeah, it's over. Luminosity for the comeback.
No,
From including this pistol round.
No, I was just updating the last score because I didn't do
God.
that. That'd be a hell of a call. Yeah, guys, Luminosity are about to win 13 straight. Here we go.
Yep, thanks for watching, everybody. I'm out.
It was also a 16-5, so I got it wrong, so never mind.
Bloody hell, Tim. Wrong odd number.
I couldn't remember.
Can't get the odds right for the betting. Can't get the odds right for the numbers of the rounds that Luminosity got. I could have told you that. You should have just asked me. Why didn't you just ask me?
Because you have better things to talk about, or at least I thought you did, and then you started ripping into me.
Always room for that on the broadcast. Lucas, he's
No
got himself
allowed.
a deagle, and I've seen some pretty big rounds from Lucas with the deagle. That's pretty much the only talking point of this one. Going forward into the equation, though, Luminosity can buy up next round. They could go into the double AWP. They could have all the utilities. And they've looked better in this map, but that's not really helping their round count as of such.
Surprise, Stanislaw. The best kind of Stanislaw, unless you're playing against him. Now he's just going to rack up some cash. Oh, that was spicy from Def. I only heard one bullet there. Henny and Lucas, I feel like not going to get much done. This one will not be a big deagle round for Lucas.
How do you know? It's not over yet.
Well, I don't see him one-digging all 5 of them and defusing the bomb. So unless they'll push him in, then he one-digs all 5 and then saves an AK.
Look, if we have cooperation, it still won't happen because he doesn't have time to get there.
We'll get one, though. That's the A down and potential for a gun to be recovered. But no, Def is there for the trade and complexity. It was a bit of a back-and-forth start, but now they're starting to run away with Case just a bit on their T side. Luminosity going to get another buy-through here. Most likely attack timeout for them, considering how many they took.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I believe in Luminosity. They will get some more rounds back. They've got to buy. They have Henny, who's actually in pretty good form when Shazam doesn't stop him from playing Counter-Strike.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Shazam
murder
doesn't,
him.
like, forcibly uninstall CS from his machine.
I mean, in the other round as well, he murdered Henny, and then he's like, he saw Lucas in CT spawn, and he got really confused. He's like, did I just kill you? So he just AWPs him as well, and then complexity proceeds to win the round.
Sham's got a targeting thing set for Henny. He's just got,
Yeah.
like...
Just happens that there's another one on the team. Doubles up.
I'm picturing, like, you know how in movies, jets, like fighter jets are always representative of having, like, the HUD, and it always, like, locks on and just perfectly scans any enemy. He's got one that just says Henny and, like, a little flashing red light when he scopes on the right guy.
Here's what they need to do. Okay, they need to double peek him in the exact same spot, so his crosshair just goes back and forth. It's like, which one do I aim at?
What
no!
If his AWP magically splits in half and fires 2 bullets and hits them both? Alternatively, the next round, Shaz just fires a Dak and actually does that. Double AWP out for Luminosity, silliness aside.
No AWP this round for complexity, and they're going for a bit of a slow one towards A. Def's thrown all his utility at B to make those B guys think that it's going to be B.
That will contain one of the AWPs at least, and it's Henny, which is arguably the more dangerous one. Nothing against Yell, but Henny's certainly been on form so far today. Or tonight, if you're American. He hit a few nice shots in the last one too. Let's see what the execute's going to look like for complexity. Yay jumps straight out and does get traded, 1 for 1. Bomb down. Yell's still here on the bomb side as well. Nekiz, though, goes down, and now Yell just destroyed by Stan.
That was a weird round. The door guys came out so quickly ahead of the A main guys, but it still worked out.
It did.
Bomb goes down. No utility left. And some on Lucas. And he's going to pick one. Ooh. See you, Shazam. Here's the bad news, though.
Ooh.
Thanasol's got an ult.
There is a kid actually on Lucas. This is doable now. Oh, Def! Oh, God, recover it. There we go, he's got it. Nearly hit that one tap as well, but stands there.
Oh, flawless.
Never
nice
mind,
work.
Def. We only all saw it. It's right, it happens. It happens to the best of us. I've
Only
certainly
in front
whiffed.
of thousands.
I've certainly whiffed much worse sprays than that.
Yeah.
I had one on this map, actually,
I believe
where
you.
I was a T trying to defend the bomb 1v1. I was playing under heaven. The guy jumped out of heaven, landed in front of me, and I missed 30 bullets on him.
Yeah.
It was
spooked you.
Really hurt my soul, as well as all the people I was playing with. I got made fun of for many rounds afterwards.
You know what else hurts your soul? Having to save every single time you lose a round.
Yeah, that's true.
Every time
just like last round,
wins,
complexity
it's like,
have
another round.
ruined the economy of LG.
They're always saving.
LG are just like spacing out their round wins, or that they can only get round wins so spaced out that every time they do, compLexity are just like, nah, soz, hope you enjoyed that round win.
Yeah.
That's the next level strat. You beat him in pistol, and then every like 3 rounds.
You just gotta let him have a few.
Every 3 rounds, you let him have one, and then you just reset him constantly.
It's not
That's
nice.
why you'll always wind up with like an 11-4 or 10-5 mathematically.
Like, my girlfriend started playing chess, and every once in a while, I let her have a win just to keep her interested in playing.
Just to keep her entertained. You know the time's gonna come where she just ruins you, like, right? Just
she
like
actually
Steel
did.
just ruins
It
Stan.
already happened.
Yep.
I don't know how much they're going to struggle against the pistols here. Henny's under the vent, and he's only got a P2, luckily.
It's concerning. Unfortunately, Android is more than ready for it.
Maybe with a CZ it would have been a bit more scary. Lucas with a deagle and a kit, though. I don't think the kit's going to matter as much.
Ooh. One nice shot at least. Jay's there on the trade and trying to get the second player Heaven down. There's Shazam to do it for him. So it's just Steel left now. Not able to recover the AK that he dropped earlier. He will just be sprayed down here eventually by Colt. No, he's actually going to get out, but goes for the deagle instead. And potentially could actually run all the way over to A and get that AK. Probably what he's going to do.
Uh-oh. Def's on the intercept.
Daddy.
We're not up to that yet. Oh, now you can do it.
Ah! Okay.
Wow, spooky.
Yep, well, he wasn't the intercept. So Steel, busy considering the best placement for a smoke.
Huh?
This way, that way. In the end, he will place it in a way that allows him to save that AK-47. But 10 rounds on the board now for compLexity. Shazam trying to get a...
Do you see that? Vac.
He's trying to get a spot on optimisticwallbangs.com.
Is that a thing?
No, of course it's not. Why would that be a thing?
That sounds like a good idea for a website.
Hey, to all those out there listening, whoever makes it first, enjoy the profits unless it actually makes money, at which point I demand 89%. Not 90.
11% operating costs.
Yeah, basically.
You get nothing.
No, I claim the operating costs too. Just pay them to me.
Wow.
And then pay the operating costs. Speaking of operating, Luminosity are once again doing that. Managed to get a good buy going.
Well, not to the best.
Neckers. You sneaky man. Will Android be ready for this? That's going to be a big no from me. And Necker's going to fade straight back out through mid.
Alright, there's Simon Cowell. Dan picks up another one on the trade.
Touchdown. Sorry, while we're doing Simon Cow things.
Mid control is taken by compLexity. So Luminosity are going to have to do something else.
Steel playing down behind Forklift at the moment.
Ouchie.
Had a good span from the def, and that molly slowed him just enough. The direct hit slowed him down, and he couldn't get away. Ouch.
That is
4v3 now. Luminosity bring it back into their favor. They've still got this double AWP alive as well.
compLexity going to go for... I thought it was going to be a B split. Is it not? Hello? Oh, they're going to go into A. Steel's in there already, but he's quite low, so he could be killed quite quickly. This is actually pretty smart. But Steel's one step ahead. I thought he was in A man. He's actually indoor. He's 2 steps ahead. I thought he was only 1 step ahead. My mistake.
Not enough steps. You must construct additional steps. Well, this round's going to be pretty difficult for Luminosity now. Steel. Actually, no. Stan steps up with 2.
Yeah, these 2 players are pretty out of position. He's going to plant sort of open. Not the most open, though.
He's got a grenade, but it's not going to do much damage. That's a flashbang. And charging into Forklift goes Lucas, and he will be able to clean that one up. So
that's
just a little bit dangerous, but
that's twinning at its finest. He was so sure that he would be blind from that.
It's true, he was. So 4 out of 10.
Do you actually reckon that someone else charges Forklift that hard after that flash?
Yeah, probably.
You reckon? Come on, man. Push the narrative, alright?
Okay, no, they wouldn't. It's 100% because they're twins and they've been playing Counter-Strike since the womb together.
Their minds are connected.
Yep. Why did you say that like a robot?
I don't know.
Are you joining compLexity now?
Yeah. Hey guys, it's me, Android X24. I'm here to replace Android X23. You would think that the newer model is better, but you are very wrong.
You are very incorrect. It's more like X.24. It's a big step back. Oh, well, see you, Def. Caught entirely napping there by Yellow going quick for the AWP pick.
Like iPhone taking out the headphone jack. You thought it was newest because it's better, but you were wrong. They've actually counter boosted here, Tim.
They have indeed. Nekker's walking in amongst them. He's actually going to find Bomb here as well. Android's going to get shot in the back from Nekker's pushing him again. I mean, last time it was in the face. Oh, Stan! Spots the gun barrel!
That's not my teammate. Had to double take there.
Yeah, he was like, wait a minute. That shouldn't be here.
That's a blue guy.
One of these is not like the others.
Yellow gets another peek on Shazam.
Oh, so quick from Seal. Sees the flash coming. Stan's going to be able to trade it, but 3v2, and 2 of those are on this B bomb site. AWP and M4. It's the twins. Yeah, he's trying to bait out a shot, but instead just takes one. Now
Stan's like, go sell the fake. Yeah, he's like, okay. Oh.
Stan's in a 1v3 this time. He can't get the bomb down because the push is through Squeaky, but don't wrap around to B. Oh my goodness, you gamer. Gonna throw a fake smoke A and try and draw the B rotators out.
It's very smart, but in this circumstance, it doesn't matter.
No, because there's no way Henny's pushing it. It's just going to hold it. So it will be a 10-5 half. Luminosity managed to grab a couple at the end.
Closer than the last one. Luminosity's looking better than the last one as well.
They are indeed. What do you make of it? Can they continue this happening on the T side?
I think they will still lose, but I think that they can get it a lot... pardon me, a lot closer than Dust was. But then again, I don't know how I feel about their T sides. That's a problem. That's like the big problem with this Luminosity team. Is like, who's the person that's going to run out and go and take the bomb site? It should be Neckers, but he really doesn't do it very much. It's usually Steel, and people are very staggered in terms of trading on this team. It's like, we get picks and we win the round by slowly strangling you out, or you give us nothing and we can't take bomb sites because we don't have the entry power. Speaking of entry power.
Oh boy. Demson, once again, on the CT side, compLexity are playing T.
You thought you were playing Counter-Strike this round, but nope.
What are they playing instead?
Dying.
Amnesia?
Dumb ways to die.
Some sort of horror game?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Something spooky.
Slender
5
Man.
Nights at Dying in Squeaky Door.
Not quite as snappy as the original. Sounds like a pretty cheaply made offshoot, but hey. Budget of $0 made in
My head.
game, whatever the game, I can't remember what it was, so some program. No, Scratch, that was the one. It was like the free game dev program that kids played with at school and made games about tennis balls rolling around screens in 2D.
Fascinating.
It was. Not
Steel's
really.
head is rolling like a bit of a tennis ball right now.
Made his way out A by himself early and will be taken down. Neckers really wants to find a hole in this smoke, and yay.
What a cheeky boy.
Neckers is like, wait a minute. Hold on a second. And now he's trying to get sneaky for himself, but Dev's going to take him out. Doesn't
was
think
all
about
a
things on the
ruse.
boost, but actually, Neckers might not know that was from boost. Let's see if his teammates do. Yeah, they do.
Ow.
Ooh, okay. Ooh, pistol round again for Def. Look at that.
Nice, 3K, dude.
Goes to a Glock
I'll
because
tell you what's not good
no.
about that, though.
What? No
That
money?
was not as much money as he could have made.
It's true, but he ran out of ammo.
What would you do with $900? I'd buy a Molotov and a smoke.
Yeah.
You'd probably buy an instrument because you're a music guy.
No, you think $900 is getting you an instrument? You are short.
900.
Yeah, 900. No,
Really?
no.
Nothing good?
Well, you get something, but like
Not anything?
no. No.
Cause you're, is that because you're a
Woodwind
brass
instruments.
instrument guy?
Why you do this to me?
I don't know.
Saxophones are woodwind. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Because they have a reed,
Yes.
like a clarinet.
Well,
Exception
what,
being a flute, which is also woodwind.
what Luminosity don't have is a read on this game because they are having a real hard
Well
time.
done. Well done. Android's going to have to waste a smoke, but in the meantime, Shaz is there to cover him off, and not. Come on, Steel. Knife him. That's
Beautiful.
such a good play. So well done from Steel. Completely cracks open the B-bomb site. They have no idea that he's gotten past them. Def might actually be able to pick up this, pick up the planter as it's going to site, but ooh, has he found the time to get through heaven? Yes, he has. Can't drop though. Yes, he can. A little bit freaky, but he's made it work. gets destroyed by Henny though. And Yell, biggest lurk of his life. Both players peeking, gets destroyed by both.
That's exactly what I thought would happen to Shazam with the twins. That's what I was talking about earlier. Crosshair caught in between two. And he's cannot compute.
Like, help. Which one do I shoot? Please, my phone number is 1-800-HELP.
Probably a real hotline somewhere.
Oh, it might be, actually.
Please don't call that.
Probably don't. Nekez is on the hunt with that AK of his own, trying to rip away these guns from the CTs, but doesn't look like he's going to get far enough to be able to actually take them away. So both players, or both teams even, will save 2 players and 2 guns. Also, you get another one on the board. Tactical timeout for Cole this time. I think this is the first one they've taken.
They want to close this one out. That's not something you often see from Cole.
Not sure where their money was at. Didn't quite see it before we got to this screen, so I'll look in a second. But what do you reckon of the T side from Luminosity so far?
I haven't seen too much of it yet.
It's true. Okay, the money is... it's alright. Okay.
They've got Rambo coaching them, dude. That's why they're so badass. They just push everything.
Actually, a couple different Rambos. This is the one who used to play lots of CS, not the current one who lives in EU and plays FPL.
Really? Oh, yeah, random Rambo.
Random Rambo.
That doesn't count. That guy's pretty sharp, though.
He is.
He literally smurfs in global matchmaking with only a deagle.
Yeah, he does. He did, like, pistol the global series. And plays rank S. All those fun things. Quick pick, or quick presence into B main from Luminosity. Turns out compLexity have just gone for a bit of a save. Just grabbing a couple of deagles on the field there. Players, an Android destroys Steel. Android baited by the first flash into the second one. It's a good way to do it. B-bomb site still the port of call here for Cole, for Luminosity, even though 2 of their players are out the back of mid. Oh, dearie me.
Not like this.
Not like this. Turns out the tac pause for compLexity was just, hey guys, here's a deagle. What if we shoot them in the head?
No.
What if we did that?
Very wrong, Tim.
Okay.
It was the amount of time it takes Stanislaw to implement the kill function on Android.
Oh my goodness, the trades do come through at least. With the 2v2, make it 1v2 as Stan strikes with the saved UMP, and now he's heard Yell. He's going to be able to get this kill nice and easily. The deagle force is 1. Jeff's going to be able to grab an AK-47 as well, and they almost managed to get the AWP over, but not quite.
Bye-bye, money. See ya.
Bye-bye. That's spaghetti everywhere for Luminosity as their money has just been reset hard. There's the AWP out on Shazam as well. compLexity really are done with this map. They want to get this one over nice and quick. 13-6.
Has millions of dollars.
Millions.
Literally 8,100.
That's a million right there.
Probably.
It's a big million. Lucas going to run straight into Shazam and actually misses a shot. Luckily, there's no deagle for any of the T's, or else I feel like Shazam would have just got his hair cut. No util though, no armor. Just going to try and get this bomb down, and more unlikely just going to feed the CT economy a little bit. Only a little, because they've all got rifles, but a little bit. Oops. Surprise. Sorry, Def. Were you wanting to throw a grenade there? Because, soz. And he's like, I can see the blood. I know you're dinked. Please. Please. Def is not going to move for the rest of the round. He's too spooked.
100% he
It's a great flashbang.
Called it.
What?
They're never satisfied.
Yeah, that's true.
They always want those eco mags.
Yeah, he goes in with a pistol and gets it done. 14 now to the 6 of Luminosity. Money is good enough to get a decent buy together for the T side, but...
Problem being their best 2 performing players don't have good money and will have to buy bad weapons.
That's true. Yell's going to go for the primary up on the T side. He's got the spawn, so maybe going to try and go for some sort of quick pick towards A. Yeah, just going to hold off A main in case compLexity are doing anything fast. Stan gets mollied out of sandbags, but it's no real concern. There's no pressure at bottom mid to make him worry. But Seal's going to go straight through it. Gets flashed out, forced under boost.
So, after all of those grenades were thrown, a whole lot of nothing happens. but that's probably good for compLexity.
And Luminosity are nearly out of utility already. 2 smokes with that one just down.
They have mid control, but they got to do something with it.
They do indeed, and they're also just going to boost straight up over the smoke. Ooh, dear, that's really good counter spam, actually.
I love how Dev pieces out and stands like, hey, bro, you still here?
we're gonna get him, right? We're boosting.
How many did you kill?
How many did you kill? Hey, man, you get him? Oh. The buy is still better for compLexity, though, so having lost that first player and a lot of HP on Def, they're still in a decent place to come back into this, but it's going to be an A pinch, and they're playing a complete retake setup on A here for compLexity. Yeah, he's been taken down by Nekiz as well. Def going to get exposed at the top of highway. Shazam needs a big round. That's a good way to start. First shot and second landed. Looking for more now. Almost gets it, but Nekiz too sharp, and now Android coming up highway all on his own.
Very well constructed round from Luminosity. They take the mid control, smoke onto highway, but it might not matter because Android is in the game still. Dear God.
Okay.
That came down closer than it needed to. Even with the bomb plant, look how low a lot of the money is on some of these players.
Oh
compLexity straight back into the buy. Santa saw he's got millions of dollars. He's like, here, all under your seat, Shazam.
Children.
But none of the rest of you.
Children, take my dollars. I give them to you.
Jesus.
Well, he's got millions. Millionaires are generally generous.
That's pretty grim, dude. That's like the state of the...
No.
Anyway.
I don't know where you're going with this, but don't do it. Stop going there. Cancel it. Don't make me turn this car around. Okay, looking to progress down mid. Waits patiently until the spray is done, so that he can move in under boost anyway. There is a buy for compLexity, but for Luminosity even. Obviously, there's one for Cole. But it's severely lacking in util. They have just 4 grenades total. And Henny's about to throw the first one.
Yeah, Shazam's posted on that creep up angle in A main from the left side of red. Might get him a freebie. Maybe it won't. Either way, compLexity's got a lot of utility. Luminosity don't.
Boost.
Ooh, the run boost.
Let's go. Whee.
Oh my God!
God, yeah.
What was that?
That was insane. I'm going to need to see that 3 more times in slow motion after this round. Thank you very much. That was filth, and now Nekiz is going to get the entry on Def as well. That 1 kill triggers the whole attack. Yay picks up Henny. At least that one is denied, but it has to be the retake now. Grenade and Molly into default, but they do a pitiful 5 damage until Lucas stands in it for a bit. Getting some warm feet, but Yell's found another one. Starting to prove why he's been given that primary AWP. Oh. Steel grabs Yay, so Android's to save again.
That was ridiculous. That's how you win the round, Luminosity, really?
Yep, we're just going to run boost and just destroy him. And Steel's there for the flank. 8 rounds in a row now.
Yep.
Let's see if I can get that
compLexity
kill.
back on the save. What a way to do it.
3 times in slow motion. Let's go.
Oh.
Do it again. Oh, baby. Thank you, production. Love your work. God, that's so quick. He aimed so far off to the left. I have no idea how he spotted that. Filth. Lovely.
Professional gamer.
Love to see it. Pistols out for Cole, and it's going to be a big old B rush. That doesn't work. And just stand wondering where his teammates have gone.
Well,
found him.
Stan pushing through that lower mid smoke because if his teammates are a bit more successful, he might catch someone in the side, but they weren't. They all got slaughtered. Now they're going to buy again. Shazam on the glass cannon and a little bit of util. Just a little bit. Just a sprinkling.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. A light dashing of utility.
Thumb and forefinger being rubbed together, and utility is being sprinkled.
Is utility bay a thing?
If it is, Shazam is him.
Poor jokes aside, let's see if compLexity are able to. Ooh, nade.
Oh, the glass cannon.
Nade.
Surprised he's not dead.
If compLexity are able to get towards 15 here, certainly would love to put that match point on the board and stop the rot, but not just yet. Def itching to PK main, but there's a lot of players in there, so it would be pretty risky business.
Okay. Let's see what they do with the util creeping out A here for Luminosity. They're all still a little spread out. That's an easy one for Yell.
It is indeed. Def not realizing his head was exposed. The molly is there for Yay, but he's got a lot of work to do as Yell's just run out and found another one. That was incredibly quick.
I told you, dude. Sometimes Yell AWPs and Henny doesn't. I haven't seen it being this good before, but...
Seal. Gonna get read by Android.
Yeah.
But again, all of these rounds, it doesn't feel like Cole can do anything but save. Like, by the time they get any frags, they've already lost 2 or 3 players. And there's this lurk over on B as well.
These picks that Yell's getting are pretty...
ridiculous.
Yeah, like... The first one, fair enough, that's skillful. The second one, bit fortunate that Def is just doing what he's doing.
Chilling, like a villain.
So probably looking into another save for compLexity, including on the players that are alive still, which doesn't include Stanislaw anymore, just Android.
And he wants to take this gun away, but Android doesn't want to let him. Get the flashbang out, so it looks like he might just be okay. That wall bang was a very near thing, but he will hold on to it.
Stop. Stop this, Luminosity. Stop this comeback.
It's never going to stop being funny.
True. Alright. It's going to be the save for compLexity, so they will have to stop for 1 round at least. Been a fantastic game. But let's be real. Luminosity getting pretty fortunate in the last 2 rounds is going to really give them a good chance at coming back into this one, thanks to the good old economy system. compLexity having to take a lot of save rounds, which they did not really have to do at all last game. So we'll see how Luminosity goes when they have to go up against a gun round from the CTs where they don't get the first pick very quickly. And if that doesn't happen, can they still win? I don't know.
That's what we will have to find out.
But regardless, I mean, it's going to be one of those situations where Luminosity can buy no matter what, but they only have 2 rooms for error because there's only 2 rounds compLexity need.
2 rooms.
Yep, 2 bathrooms as well.
Flashbang, did that blind the white box player somehow?
I think so.
It bounced backwards. I don't understand. Necker is looking to entry onto A. There's the AK and the Deagle getting involved. Okay. Instant trimming back of the Luminosity forces.
Oh, yeah, and they have to go back for bomb, which is going to slow them down even more. They're all spread out all over the place.
Yeah, really hit that. There goes Stan, but 3v3, and what a peak. What timing is that from Android? 27 seconds, they've just got to waste time here. Don't walk into the AWP of Yell, but he's done it. That leaves it's just the pistols. Yay, though, hits another one somehow.
Shazam's got no gun.
Shazam has a USP, but that's enough. It's doable if he hits the dink, but now he's just got to play time. Knows that Lucas has to go for this one. Shazam playing the game. Silence is spotted, but he's got an AWP in hand. It's not going to be good enough. Oh, man. I almost feel like he could have just stuck with the USP and tried to be a warrior on that one, but tried to armor himself up.
Well, it was close, but they have the money to be able to waste. See what compLexity is going to do into this round. It's straight into the double AWP, which is something we haven't seen too much from them. I have seen Def go absolutely nuclear, AWPing the A site. This time it's going to be Shazam, though, and Def's going to head over towards B. Progression smoke thrown out by Henny as him and his best bud for life, literally, Lucas, make their way into checker.
Is his name literally Lucas or just Lucas?
No, literally is his best bud for life.
This is true. Def, that's a sneaky angle. Let's see if they're aware that this is a possibility. Lots of nades thrown in, and flashbang is good. Def's still going to be holding it, though, and he will hit a quick flick onto Henny. 1 down.
All right, so this time they're down a pick rather than up a pick. They're down 2 picks. Time to go back into the real world where Yell can't out-AWP and get picks 5 seconds into the round every time. And they're having problems in that world. They want to go back to the other one, but they're out of gas.
Looks like this will be the round for compLexity that finally take them towards that 15. They've been waiting for it for a while. Double AWP is what will give it to them by the looks, unless Lucas and Neckers have something pretty nutty planned. Let's see if Neckers can get some bodacious dropping AWP peak here.
Pretty hard when Stanislaw is not moving.
You probably can't wallbang that far through vents, could you? You could do the close corner, but not all the way through. Oh, Stan.
Well, wallbang that.
Stan, it's going to be right. He spots him though, gets the info. 30 seconds, no reason to get over zealous. Jay's found Lucas. Lucas onto Android. 25 seconds left. He needs to be JDM that one time, and he's not going to be able to do it.
Thought their money would be better than this. It's still okay. Henny and Nick is starting to run out a little bit, but they'll have guns dropped for them, so it's fine.
Lucas and Yellow loaded. Well then, is this the round for compLexity, or have Luminosity got a bit more of a comeback in them?
They've bought an accidental scout.
Well,
It's another 1,700 gone.
it's not going to affect them too much if they lose this round anyway. They do have everything they need for it, so it's not sacrificing any guns in this round. Just maybe that'll hurt them down the track trying to make this comeback work.
Yeah, if it's a close one and they lose, then and they win rather, then it definitely could make a difference.
Will regret that scout. However, it could just be compLexity to close it out right here. Very spread out setup from both teams.
Slow one for Luminosity is going to mean that unless they are sensible about how they peak and they throw a nice little execute on a bomb site where one of the two orbers on compLexity doesn't completely wipe the floor with them, then this should be a difficult one. It's looking like an A bust, but you can see Yay and Android going to make their way over there. And Shazam's ready for him.
Shazam is waiting. There should be a flash to push him off this line. There it is, and that bullet seems to go through all of their legs. All of them flat out fork, but Yay will get two. Shaz with one as well. All of a sudden, just like that, the trades go perfectly. It's all left up to Yell in a 1 versus 4. Bomb down out in the middle of nowhere at fork. Such a difficult round for him to get involved in. Does have the bare minimum of utility, but bare minimum is called the bare minimum for a reason. It's not going to enable him the best to make a play for this round. Wants to get that player a truck, but most likely nothing's going to happen, and it will be Shazam fittingly to swing out and close it. 16-11 is map number 2 as compLexity take the 2-0 over Luminosity.
Yeah, and it was nice to see Luminosity go on a little bit of a comeback train, but let's be real, I don't know how realistic Yell walking out A main or getting run boosted out A main and getting A picks every round is going to work, and when they didn't manage to do that, they didn't manage to get any rounds. So
yeah, it didn't go too well for them, but it looked better from Luminosity that time at least. There was some highlights. That run boost was pretty special.
Crisp. That's some Guardian-esque things.
But I don't know how he hits that. Like, he looks so far off to the other side, but then hits it because Yell, I guess, you're right. Sometimes Yell orbs over Henny, and this time it made sense. So, you know what? We'll take it.
Yeah, but Henny still had a pretty poor game on the rifles, so
that's true.
It's not about who AWPs. They're both very capable AWPers, very different styles, but when either of them has been put on the rifle, they can't perform up to their high standards of potential, which are usually, you know, enabled by having the AWP in their hands. So that's a big problem for this Luminosity roster. It's a roles problem, I feel like, and I'm not sure how they really sort that out.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure either. I mean, I think it might be, like you've said, that the Brazilian teams that aren't MIBR this season will have a bit of a look, bit of a chat, see if maybe there's a better lineup for the both, or maybe even ideally two better lineups that can be formed.
Oh, they can make two at least.
100%. I mean, they've got 10 players, so mathematically. But I mean, that aside, like, there's these players, the 10 players on Ints and on Luminosity are all so good that there's got to be a combo that's working better. And Bolts, yes, that's true. So 11. There you go.
There's more probably that we're not as familiar with, but there's plenty of talent in Brazil.
There is more. Exactly that. So, I don't know, maybe, I mean, there's benefits to both. This is a great play from Steel, by the way. There's benefits to both approaches, either of staying with what you have and trying to make it work, or, you know, you go for changes and a bit of a shuffle. I'm not sure which is the better approach for these guys at this point. The talent that they have surely can get something done, but doesn't seem to work too well for either of Ints or Luminosity, so
not this season.
Yeah, not this season, exactly. So hopefully there's something else that can be done. Something that can be done for them. And of course, you said there's a lot of talent in Brazil, and talent is often developed by coming up through a lot of matchmaking systems, a lot of stuff you can play, and certainly one of those would be ESEA, which we see a lot of players coming up and through. You can work your way up through ESEA, up through the ranks into rank S, play with the pros, of course, on 128.6 servers, all in fair games against players of your own rank, so it's all nice and fair. And even if you're good enough, rise through the ranks, maybe we'll see you guys in Pro League someday.
Yeah. You pretty much covered it. Yeah.
Such is my job.
Yep.
But look, that's going to wrap it up for this series, and nearly our stream for the day. Not quite, but we're nearly all done. So I think, closing thoughts really quickly, compLexity have avoided me move close to that relegation spot by getting a 2-0 here today. But Luminosity, I mean, I think no one's falling into Envy's spot, right?
No, they're not, but still they'll have to fight for that promotion relegation series, and I am scared for a team like Luminosity that can look extremely shaky sometimes. That's the kind of team that you get a team full of, you know, young guns, NA talent rosters, strong aimers that are just decisive, and they get in there and they rush at Luminosity. That's a team that can definitely lose to that kind of style. They are very hesitant, and they definitely have their issues at the moment, and having those kind of players of that caliber, you're talking about players who've been second place at a major, competing in the Mountain Dew League. That hasn't happened apart from VP.
It's a big ouchie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, Virtus Premier is another thing entirely. But that's pretty much going to wrap it up for our broadcast this week. Now, normally we would say we'll see you tomorrow, but this time there is a bit of a break in the Pro League. We're done for a little while. Next week, the A stream will be back to guide you through week 3. That will be starting on Tuesday the 30th. Not tomorrow, Tuesday week. So you've got a week off before Pro League is back. But the A stream will see you then for more Pro League.